Hopefully, we're back on the air. We had a disruption in the broadcast. Bottom of the seventh inning, no score. Parker Schutte leading off. First pitch called strike one. A nice pick from the catcher, Nick Griffin, at second base to end that top of the seventh. That pitch misses. The count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, that last out was absolutely fantastic. Just a perfect throw down to second base. We were talking about whether or not he was truly out or not, but looked, from our vantage point, looked out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball just must have caught the outside part of the plate. Schutte's in a hole 1-2. Base is empty, nobody out.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, and that curveball, just a beautiful pitch for called strike three. The next batter for the Vikings, Eric Olivares. First pitch, called strike one.
Boy, just ladling in the strikes right now.
The 0-1 outside. You know, both pitchers seem to almost be getting stronger a little bit in some of these later innings. Not really showing much signs of fatigue. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, he has to lean back to avoid that one. So now 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the seventh. 7 innings is regulation high school baseball in Texas. And we are back on, it looks like now. Thanks for your patience. And now the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's starting to get that curveball to come over a little bit. And he's got some of the Viking batters dipping out of the plate just a bit.
Here's the 2-2. Oh, that one almost grazed him. I thought that was going to get him. The count goes full. Can we get something started here with the base runner somehow? Full count. Olivares, the linebacker from the football team. Swing and a miss for strike three. Number 9, Tucker Isbell. Well, there's no one on base to get picked while he's at bat this time.
True.
His first pitch swung on and fouled just straight back over toward the softball field. And the count
0-1.
0-1.
Twice tonight, Isbell has been at the plate when a base runner was thrown out. So that should not happen this time.
Yeah, unless the coach gets on and tries to run. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. Here comes the 1-2. High fly ball. Should be playable in foul territory by the first baseman. He tracks it down. It is. We're going into free baseball extra innings. No score. We'll be back. Leading off in the top of the 8th inning is number 8, Luke Nahinik. I like numbers. It's kind of interesting. Number 8 leading off in the top of the 8th. Too bad he's not playing position 8. Schutte still on the mound for the Vikings, and the first pitch is called strike 1 on the lower outside corner of the strike zone.
This is not his 8th at bat.
No, it's not. If it was, we'd have a much different score. And Doug McKay helping us up here and just really point out we're only an hour and 40 minutes into this game. Fly ball into right field. Olivares accommodates for the wind and makes the play. Wow, not easy to do tonight.
Went back probably about 20 steps, and then had to come in 2 or 3 steps to make a not quite shoestring, but had to bend over just to make that play.
The next batter, number 15, Logan Myers. Yeah, that was a nice play by Olivares out there to stay with it in that wind. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1 to Logan Myers. He is the number 3 hitter in the lineup. He flew out to center field back in the 5th. There's a high inside pitch that makes him lean back, and the count goes 2-0. Now, Nick Griffin's going to go out and talk to the pitcher a little bit, Schutte. Say, hey, look, man, we're still in this thing, of course, no score. Yeah, you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Where are we going after the game?
Yep.
Probably a certain burger place. What?
Are they a sponsor?
No.
We can't say it yet.
No. All right. 2-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 8th. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
Fly ball that's going to go foul. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled over to the soccer field again. 2-2.
This is just the epitome of a solid baseball game. I mean, just
defensive.
Both teams have done very, very well as far as keeping the ball in front of them. Not a ton of hits.
The 2-2 line drive, a base hit out to left field. 1 out single for Myers.
Even on a play like that, that was sharply hit into the gap and able to come over, cut it off, and get into second base to hold him to a single.
Number 24, Max Grubbs. Yeah, definitely so. That's a really good observation, because if you're not hustling, that could easily turn into an extra base.
Yeah, and if that gets past him, you probably have a runner on third.
All right. 1 out, 1 on. The first pitch to Grubbs. Griffin tries to frame it, but it's outside for ball 1. Solid defense and pitching by both teams tonight.
Has been, really has been.
I've only got really 1 error for Lamar, and we don't keep track of them up on the scoreboard because we don't want to mess with the official scoring. Well, additional errors, but, well, there's a pass ball that's going to advance the runner from first to second. The count goes to 2-0.
It just, yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad. That was a wild pitch. It bounced in front of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. High fly ball to left field. Rolls to the fence. They're going to score a run. So an RBI double for Max Grubbs. Scoring on the play, Logan Myers. The next batter, number 17, Connor Sexton. And that's going to draw a visit to the mound. Coach Goodman out there talking to he has the entire infield in. Schuette's leaving the mound after a spectacular. Kino comes out to shake his hand, pats him, and says, "Man, you haven't done any, more than we could ask. You couldn't have done more, or whatever.
No.
You've done everything we've asked of you." And I like that. That was some good affirmation by Kino to come out and.
He was fantastic tonight. He pitched really well.
Spot on. And it looks like Nate Rivera is going to come out into relief. And that's probably going to put Schuette at.
Well, Schuette came out of the game, and so.
Nate Rivera was in left. It looks like he's coming into pitch. If I'm not mistaken.
I believe it is Rivera. I did see him warming up just a little bit earlier, Bill. Just a few warm-up pitches. So I believe that's him. Is it 4? Is there number 4?
Well, so we've had a pitching change here in the top of the 8th inning. Martin has gone up 1-0. There's one out and a runner on second after the RBI double by Max Grubb, scoring Logan Myers. Connor Sexton to the plate. The batter is number 17, Connor Sexton, who swings and misses at the first pitch. And the count, no balls and 1 strike.
A little bit different look here. Rivera is a left-handed pitcher. Boy.
Wow, I don't know where that one missed.
I don't either.
And not whining, but the count's now 1 ball and 1 strike. I wonder if there was dust in the umpire's eyes.
Let's go with that.
And I'm not trying to pick on it. It's just I don't know where that one missed.
Maybe a little high, maybe.
Maybe. Rivera steps off the rubber, turns, kind of pump fakes towards second to draw the runner back. No throw.
Just to kind of set things up where we are, straight away in the outfield. You've got shortstop playing over in the hole. Back-to-back hits by Martin brought the first run
Pitch
of the
is
game.
high, maybe inside. The count goes to 2-1. Foul ball off over to the soccer practice field. Count evens up at 2-2.
I know we've talked about the wind quite a bit. Wind seems to be blowing almost straight out to left right now.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled again. Into the stands this time.
Really spoiled that pitch right there. Good pitch by Rivera. Batter was able to get just a little bit of contact on it.
Two balls, two strikes, one out, runner at second base. The Warriors lead 1-0, top of the 8th. They're trying to add to their lead with a runner in scoring position. Here's a pitch. Swung on, missed.
Beautiful pitch.
That's an important out right there.
Big. Took something off that pitch, much slower than his other ones, able to get him to swing out in front of it.
Number 22, Blake Brigance. Man, if we can get this out and keep it to 1 run, maybe we can get that run back at least in the bottom of the 8th.
No doubt.
Here's the pitch. Just missed the outside. That's in that area where there's been some ball, some strike.
And again, you know, you got a right-handed batter. The umpire is over the left shoulder of the catcher, and so that ball that's on the outside part of the plate sometimes a little bit difficult to see by the umpire.
1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's a strike.
Yes.
Just a little bit higher in the same area, though, it looked like, and so the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike.
Curious to see how the Martin pitcher comes out with a little longer inning, a little longer half inning, I should say.
Yeah, in action. There's a ball in the dirt. Griffin does a good job of keeping that one in front of him. The runner stays at second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. Top of the 8th. The Warriors lead the Vikings 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive into center field. Bernard picks it up. They're going to hold the runner because they respect his arm. Ball gets away in the infield. I don't know what all was happening there. Griffin chases it down. The runner goes from first to second. The batter does. So he'll reach on a single, then advance on an error, and he's going to have courtesy runner number 18, it looks like.
That's what it looks like to me, yes.
Or is it just an 8? I can't see. There's not a number 18.
Not.
Or is it 16?
Boy, it looks like 18, but I suppose that could be 16.
The next batter is up, and I got this. The batter is number 2, Cade Wyrick. Is that a single digit, number 8?
No, it's definitely a 1 in front of it.
Okay, it must be a 16 then, because there's not an 18. Oh, nice pitch, a delayed call a little bit. The umpire says strike 1. So still a chance to get out of this thing with only the 1 run scoring. There are 2 on right now with 2 outs. Did we mention it's windy?
Wind has picked up a little bit, believe it or not.
Hitting our microphones. Pitch is inside. Count goes to 1-1.
Bill, I think that is 18. I don't know what that means.
Well, it means he's not on the roster, or the coach gave us a missed number.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
could be it.
Anyway, courtesy runner at second base, someone off the bench. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's a pitch. Line drive, base hit. That'll score 1. They're sending the next runner. The cut. And he's safe. Both runs score. And it's 3-0.
Solid base hit. Really just in between the third baseman and the shortstop.
Rivera cut that. Was it Rivera or was it Isbell that cut that throw?
Rivera cut it.
Yeah, I don't know if it had gone on. He might have had him.
Little surprised he did because it was going to be close.
This should be number 1, Luke Spencer up at bat, I believe. Ball is pitches inside, hits the ground. Griffin has to chase it out.
Yeah, number 1.
The batter's number 1, Luke Spencer.
Fouled away.
So was that a ball? Is it 1-1?
Should be 1-1.
Yeah, because that first pitch was in the dirt. Yeah. One. It's hard to see his fingers with the netting, and he doesn't have long fingers.
Because the first one I would say was a pass ball.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on at second. Now the Warriors lead 3-0. Top of the 8th inning. Here's a pitch. High fly ball. The wind's going to take it somewhere. Griffin is giving chase. Oh, and he can't quite get it before the wall. And it falls foul. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Griffin did a great job removing the headgear and turning around, trying to track it down, but so close to the wall. Let it go.
Important thing is you've got 1 ball, 2 strikes now. You're ahead in the count. Focus on your batter. Focus on making a good pitch right here and get out of the inning with no more runs against you.
Here's a pitch. Foul ball. Off to the soccer field again. Trying to update our score in the chat box. 3-0, top of the 8th. 2 outs. Runner at second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It seems later than it is. It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
Not even,
Texas.
well, 8:58. We're gaining on it.
Here comes the 1-2 in the dirt. Misses. Griffin keeps that one in front of him, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rivera taking his time, looking at second. Looks at second again. Delivers the 2-2. Foul ball into the soccer field again. There's a case of baseballs out there.
I was about to say, I don't know how many baseballs they bring into a game, but
at least a case each team, I believe, or the home team has to provide at least a case or 2 of baseballs.
24 in a case?
I think so. I'd have
24?
to go over here and count. You may do that real quick?
No. No, don't leave me alone.
They do at least go fetch the foul balls, most of them if they can. So, especially on those first pitch, you don't want to lose a good baseball.
No.
Another 2-2 delivery. No. Rivera steps off the rubber, draws the runner back to second. All right, Rivera back up on the mound. Ready to deliver another 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt. The count goes full.
Another good block. Keeping that ball in front of him.
Definitely. So now a payoff pitch, full count, 2 outs. The runner goes. Fly ball to right field. Olivares trying to give chase. It falls foul.
Ball was fouled by about 5 or 6 feet, but he gave good chase. If that had been a fair ball, I think he would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But just a little bit out of reach. About halfway between first base and the 310 marker on the right field fence.
So the count stays full. Rivera ready to deliver. Here it is. Inside. That'll put him on at first with a walk.
Now you got to force at any base.
You know, that actually does kind of help out as long as this guy doesn't bring these runners in. It does kind of give you new opportunities for outs. There's that silver lining in the potentially gray cloud. Speaking of gray clouds, it is purely overcast, I believe.
It is.
Not a star in sight.
You know, Bill, at one point we were talking earlier, we said, you know.
Number 14, Diego Morales.
The storms aren't going to be here until, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. We'll be out of here plenty of time.
Yeah. Well,
little did we know.
There's a storm of brewing right now with Martin 3 runs in this inning. And that clips, wait, no. Oh, they're saying he's out? Or are they saying strike one? Okay,
no, they're going to say strike
the
one.
way he moved his hand, I almost thought he was throwing him out. But
well, I think he leaned into that one.
Yeah. So, no balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second.
You know, you can get hit by a pitch, but you can't,
hit the pitch.
No.
With your leg. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, fly ball to left field. That is going to fall foul. And again, I think the wind helped curve that one out. But I'll tell you what, the left fielder, and that's Ethan Barnard coming in off the bench for this inning, or after the pitching change. He gave chase. I think that's still Jacob Shehorn at shortstop. He gave chase. I have a great nephew named Chase out in Midland, Odessa area. No balls, 2 strikes.
If Chase is listening.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. That's outside. Griffin able to reach out and stab at that one. And the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not a horrible pitch by Rivera. Throw that ball outside. See if you can get him to swing at it. If he does, you're out of the inning. If not, you've got a couple more pitches.
Very good point. Batter calls time. He steps out. Rivera steps off the mound. Runners at first and second. The Warriors have scored 3 here on a single, a double, single, and a walk.
Left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. You would say that the advantage is with the pitcher.
High fly ball. Short, shallow right field. And it's caught by the second baseman, Houston Cornish, to end the inning. But not before the Warriors take a 3-0 lead. We'll be back. Leading off for your Vikings in the bottom of the 8th inning, Houston Cornish. Wow, and just as we need to start talking to the mics, the wind just gusts in probably 50 miles an hour at least.
Flag is pointing directly.
Oh, man, the first pitch to Cornish, the far lower left-hand corner of the strike zone, I guess. No balls and 1 strike. Pitching the same, actually a little bit higher up, but now Cornish finds himself in an 0-2 hole quickly.
Strike zone has seemed to widen just a bit. Just a bit.
Here comes the 0-2 inside for ball 1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Really, I mean,
Jacob Shehorn.
Can't say enough. I mean, it's fantastic pitching. He's painting the corners, and the last pitch was just one that you can't let go by because it's too close to being a strike.
First
Swung on and
pitch
missed.
to Shehorn down low for ball one. Comes the 1-0 pitch. That's right down the middle for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cooper Barnard, our leadoff hitter on deck. We'll see him for sure. Ground ball that bounces high to the pitcher. He goes as far as he can. Underhand toss to get the batter out on the 1-3. And we're down to the last out for Cooper Sunshine Barnard. Cooper Barnard.
Were you yelling at me?
I don't know what I was doing. Overcoming the wind, trying to. First pitch to Cooper Barnard outside for ball one. On deck, should Cooper reach somehow, is Jalen Humbles. The 1-0 pitch, swung on. Wow, that thing went up, and then the wind took it out to the parking lot. I mean, that's on a windless day. That might have been out, you know, to left center field somewhere. Here's the 1-1.
High and inside. Cooper had to step away from that one just a little bit.
Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back.
Plenty of souvenirs. I would say that everyone has an opportunity for a souvenir tonight.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Will this be the final pitch of the game? Here it is. Just misses. A tough one to look at.
Oh,
and
boy.
the count goes full. That's another one that could have been called either way, I think. And I'm not being critical of the umpire. He's doing a great job. It's just, wow, some close, good pitching.
Outside part of the plate, unless you're going to drive it that way.
Payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. That ends the game. We'll be back in just a moment to close it out. Well, Richie, man, you know, either team that's going to not come out victorious in this one, a tough way, you know, top of the 8th inning, extra innings. And, you know, it wasn't errors. It was single, double, single, single. There was a walk, but 3 runs on 4 hits. A great game.
I think so. And, you know, both pitchers pitched really, really well through 7 innings. That 8th inning was tough. I think Schutte may have just run a little bit out of gas, and Rivera wasn't able to put the fire out like they would have wanted him to.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of times you can look at a line score and you say 3 runs on 10 hits, but it didn't seem to be that lopsided as we progressed through the game.
Well, and it really just, most of that happened in that top of the 8th inning.
You're right.
Yeah, so it was an even game. Well, hey, I want to thank Doug McKay for running the scoreboard, helping us spot, keep us straight. Richie Sherrod for the color commentary. Our executive producer, Jay Ryan, in the bunker in a hidden location, undisclosed location in North Arlington. I'm Bill Frawley. Want to thank all of our sponsors one more time. Physicians Ageless Solutions, Chris Rentz Insurance, Cover All Bases, Raising Cane's, Luxor Staffing, Premier Print Fulfillment, Green Oak Spine and Sports, Central Park ENT, Sutton Frost Carry, No Frills Grill, Painters USA, H2H Plans, Redeemer Church Arlington, and of course the Allstate Foundation, who provides us with some of our equipment. Until next time, I believe our next broadcast will be a week from Friday. We'll double check. Until then, VFND.